Okay, a rectangular tank is 1/4 filled with water as shown. It contains 2 liters of water. So find the height of the tank. Okay, you need to find the height of the tank. So first of all, we need to know that 2 liters is equals to how many cm cube, Leroy? 2000. So we know that the volume of water in the tank is 2000 cm cube. Okay, knowing the volume of the water in the tank, will I be able to find out the height of the water level in one step? Jing Kai. (20 times 10). So you are actually using 2000 divided by the base area, right? Because 2000 divided by the base area will give you the height, which is 10 cm. Okay, so you know the height is actually 10 cm. I think there's a lot of private conversations here and there. Stop it. Right? And we know that this is only 1/4 filled, right? Correct. And 1/4 is actually 10 cm. So will I be able to find out the height of the tank? I can, right? This is 40 cm because 10 cm times 4. Okay, that's the first part. Water flows into the tank at 3 liters per minute. That means in the first minute, right, 3 liters will flow in. By the end of the second minute, how many liters of water are there in the tank, Sky? Sorry? Brendan, can you help him? 6 liters, do you agree? Yes. Because after the first minute, there's 3 liters, Sky. After the second minute, it should be 3 plus 3, 6 liters, right? No way it can be 8 liters, yes or no?
No, I think he thought because it already contained the 2 liters.
No, I'm not talking about the not inclusive. Okay? That means 6 liters will have flowed into the tank, yes or no? Okay? And after 3 minutes, of course, 9 liters will have flowed into the tank. Right? Flow into the tank, not the total volume of water in the tank, but flow into the tank. Now, how long will it take to fill the tank to the brim? So you know that 2 liters, right, is actually 1/4 of the tank. Yes or no? Okay. So 1/4 of the tank is actually 2 liters. Then the whole tank will be 8 liters, right? So you must write 2 times 4, of course. But I did not write it. You must write 2 multiplied by 4, okay? So you get 8 liters. Right? But you need to take into consideration that at first, right, there's already 2 liters in the tank, right? Correct? You must take into consideration at first there's already 2 liters, correct or wrong? So I need to subtract off the 2 liters. So 8 minus 2 equals to 6. And this remaining 6 liters, we know that 3 liters flow into a tank in 1 minute. So you know that this is 2 minutes. Okay, right? I write in the unit so it's less confusing for you, okay? So let me improve on this. This is actually 3 liters per minute. So you actually get 2 minutes. Yeah, just write. You need to write 2 minutes, okay? So write 2 minutes here, and here just now the first answer is 40 cm. Anyone has any problem? Okay, quite easily done. Next question. A rectangular tank is 28 cm long, 24 cm wide. it contains water up to a height of 3 cm. Okay, you can see from here it's up to 3 cm. Here is 3 cm. After 6,048 cm3 of water is poured into the tank is filled up to 3/4 of its height. So now it's 3/4, okay? Can? But it's still not completely filled yet. This is only 3/4 full. And we know that the water here is actually 6,048 cm3. Right? So what is the height of the tank? Okay. Now we need to know that this 6,048, right, is not inclusive of this 3 cm. Am I right or wrong? It's not inclusive of this 3 cm of water that's in it at the first place. Okay? So we need to find the total volume of water right now, right?
Yeah.
Correct? To find the total volume of water, first I find out the amount of water in the tank at first. Correct? This will give me the amount of water in the tank at first, right? There's 3 cm. What's the answer? 2016 cm3. So you know that this 2016, you need to add up the 6,048, right? To get the total. And what's the total? 8,060. So you have this is 2016 cm3. So all together is actually 8,064 cm3. Correct? Now, I want to find the height of the water level next, right? Correct? I'll have to find the height of the water level next. How do I find the height of the water level, Xuan Wei?
8064
Divide by 28?
divided by 24.
Okay. You can also divide by base area. And what do you get, Xuan Wei?
12.
You get 12. 12 what?
12 cm.
You all verify his answer? So you know that the height of the water level here, okay, height of the water level is actually 12 cm. Now, what is the height of the tank? You know that 12 cm is only 3/4, right? So I want to find 1/4 first, which is 4 cm, and the height of the tank will be this, right? 16 cm. True? Yes, beyond? Any question?
Okay, rolling.
Also can. No difference. Yes, Damil? Sorry, I couldn't hear you. How are you going to find the capacity of the tank? Oh, because it's 3/4. But 3/4 is not 6048, you know.
Yeah, 6048 plus the
3/4 is not 6048, understand? If you say 3/4 is 8064, yes.
Oh, I think I understand.
Okay.
Can we use 8064?
Also possible. There's multiple ways of doing it. I'm just showing one of the ways. Okay? Right? I'm just showing one of the ways of doing it. So this is 16 cm. I'm not going to listen to your reason and see at the door. Are you going to be able to see it? Make sure you take your work now. Face inside. Sit in front of Adriana's table. Okay, question 11. A cubical container is completely filled with 216 cm3 of water. Completely filled. Okay. Since we know that it's a cubical container, will I be able to find out the dimensions of the cube? Okay, given the volume of water inside it. We can, right? So what can I do, Jack? Okay, so I cube root 216. And what do I get, Jack? Okay, 6 cm. Now, the water is then poured into an empty rectangular container as shown. The rectangular container has the same breadth and height as the cubical container. So, in other words, this is 6, right? Yes or no? Okay. How much more water is needed to fill half of the rectangular container? Okay. How much more water is required to fill half of the container? So you need to know that from here to here is actually 6 cm, right? Here to here is actually 6 cm. So I want half of the container. That means I need to fill up until what height? 3 cm, right? So the volume of water needed will be 15 times 6 times 3, right? Correct? Which is how much? 270 cm cube. So we need to fill up to 270 cm cube, correct? Of the rectangular container. Yes? But now we only have 216 cm cube. Am I right? I only have 216 cm cube, right? Colin, now what's the next step? (270) minus 216, which will give me 54 cm cube. So this is the amount of water needed until you fill half. So very important, read the question. You need to fill up to half. Okay? Don't miss out on the word half. No. You will not put 54 ml. You will answer in terms of cm cube. Unless stated otherwise. Unless they ask you express your answer in liters or express your answers in milliliters, or else do all the questions in terms of cm cube. It's easier. Next question. Review. You are supposed to find the length of the unknown edge of each cuboid. So Clarence, tell me, A, how to do? Eight times 6, which is give me how much? 5 cm. So remember, 5 cm. Okay. Next. Brendan. Which is how much? 19 cm. Please verify your his answer, because you all have your calculator, right? Okay, in case he did it wrongly. Okay, let's look at the next question. 2a. Okay, you are supposed to find the length, okay, of the unknown edge given the base area. You're given the base area, you're supposed to find the length. Okay, Sky. I didn't ask you a problem sum, come on. This one I've asked you many times. You've given me the answer many times as well. Seriously, Sky? Honest? 1131, Divide by 7. Volume divided by base area, right, will give you the length, right? And what's the answer, Ernest? 14 point. So remember, write down ANS 14.5 cm. Sky? Divide by? Which is equals to? Sorry? 26, is it? Alexis? Sorry? 26. Again, 26, huh? Isabel? 33. Please verify your friend's answer, they may not be correct. Aisha? Sorry? 19. Ashley? 32. All this does not come with units, sir. Please take note. Next question. The volume of a cuboid is 126 cm cubed. Its height is 3 cm. Find the base area of the cuboid. Sky. 126 divided by equals to 40. 42 what? cm or cm square? cm or cm square? Please get your units correct. Okay. Next question. The shaded face. Oh, sorry, I saw wrongly. Sky, take note. Okay, next question. The shaded face of the cuboid. This is the shaded face. It's a square. The length of the cuboid is 19 cm and its volume is 1216. You are supposed to find the length of one side of the square face. The length. Can we tell me the first step?
1216
divide by 19. And what did I get? 64. And what's the units for 64? Yun Chong, what does 64 stands for? 64 stands for the base area, right? Okay. So now, what's the next step? Square root 64, because you are given area, you can only square root it. You cannot cube root an area. Okay, and 8 what? 8 cm. So please know your dimensions. Next, Lauren, what's the next step for question 6? What's the working? Tell me, Lauren. Okay, cube root of 4,913. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, 4,000. And what do you get, Lauren? Thank you, John. 17. Okay, what's the units? cm. Okay, and next question. The volume of tank A is 6,400 cm cube. Okay, right? By right, they are supposed to use the word capacity. Okay, they are not supposed to use the word volume. Okay, right? The capacity of tank A is 6,400 cm cube. The height of tank A is 16 cm. Right? Tank B has a height of 20 cm. Both tanks have the same base area. Find the volume of tank B. So of course, given the volume of tank A, will you be able to find its base area?
Yes.
You can, right? Kaden, tell me. Working, please. Say out the working first, then you calculate. $6,400. And what do I get? 400. What's the units? cm square, because this is the base area, right? This is the 400 cm square. And you know that both of them have the same base area, yes or no? Yes. So both of them will be 400. Vikram, what's the next step? You will use 400 multiplied by 20 and you get 8,000, and this will be the volume capacity of tank B. Okay? Any problem? Right, good. Question 8. Jimmy had a rectangular block. He cut a cube from the rectangular block as shown. The volume of the remaining block was 275 cm cube. Okay, volume of the remaining. This is the remaining here. This part is the remaining. Okay, this part is the remaining. And is 275 cm cube. Okay, find the length of 1/8 of the cube. Jack, what's the first step? How can you cube root 275 when that part is not even a cube? $275 divided by 11. Jing Kai, why do you think he used a 275 divided by 11? To find what? What do you mean to find the other two dimensions? To find what of the square face? To find the base area. To find the base area, use words like this. Base area. Stop telling me to find the dimension, the two dimensions. No one understand what you're talking about. Jing Kai, do you understand or not? Use the correct terms. Okay, Jack, what's the answer? 25 what? cm square, because this is the base area, and what is the 25 cm square that I'm looking at? This is the part, right? Yes or no? This is my 25 cm square. So knowing that this is 25 cm square, will I be able to know my height and my width of this cuboid? Yeah. Will I be able to find my height and width of this cuboid? Yeah. I can, right? Elliot, how do I find my height and width? Square root of 25 and I'll get 5 cm. So I know that this part is actually 5 cm and this part is also 5 cm. So find the length of 1/8 of the cube is 5 cm. Okay? Any problem? Okay, they can also bring this further and then ask you what is the volume of the original rectangular block. Okay, they can also bring this question further, extend this question by asking you what is the volume of the original rectangular block. So how do I find I want you all to take out a calculator and find me the volume of the original rectangular block. Beyond, what's the answer? Sorry? 400. Stop dreaming, do you understand? It's quite obvious when you start to dream. Do you all get all 400? Yeah. Okay, I see some of you do a few ways. Some of you find the the volume of the cube, which is 5 cube. You get 125, then 125 plus 275. Another way of doing is you use 5 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 16. Okay, because the original length is 16 cm. Okay, there's two ways of doing it. Any problem? No? Okay, next question. A rectangular tank with a square base, take note, it's a square base rectangular tank, and a height of 30 cm is filled with water. Okay, so the tank contains 2.7 liters of water. What is the length of one side of the base? So you know that it's 2/5 filled with water. So knowing that it's 2/5 filled with water, I want to find the height of the water level. How would I go about finding the height of the water level, Leroy? Okay, first you convert 2.7. It's quite interesting that you do this step first, but I'm going to accommodate to you. That would not be my first step actually, but I accommodate to you. Then tell me what's the second step. The height of the water level, please. Normally I ask question, right, it only takes one step to solve. I will not ask you a question that requires 5 steps, ask you to describe 5 steps to me. Okay, I don't do that. Ashley, please. First step and only step to find the height of the water level. Okay, 30 divided by 5 times 2, or normally I prefer you all to write 2/5 times 2/5 times 30, right? Yeah. Correct? I prefer you all write 2/5 times 30. Okay, and 2/5 times 30, what do you get? 12 cm. This will be the height of the water level, right? Okay, so you know that this is the height of the water level, 12 cm. Okay, after this, then I'll do my conversion. The 2.7 liters convert to 2,700 cm cube, right? Yeah. Correct? Then I'll do my last step. Okay, what's my last step, Leroy? Okay, divide by 12, and what do I get, Leroy? Sorry? 225, what's the units? Cm square. Okay, Sky, what does this 225 cm square stand for? The base area, right? You all agree, right? So the next step, like what Leroy said, I need to square root the base area to get my the length of one side, right? Which is 15 cm. Okay, so it's actually 15 cm. I need to remind you again, your square root and your cube root, please write it clearly. The square root is without the number, the cube root is with the 3. Remember clearly. Okay, next question. Tank A measuring 22 cm by 18 cm by 28 cm. This is tank A. Okay, 22, 18, 28. Is 5/6 filled with water. Okay, so since it's 5/6 filled with water, what is the height of the water level in this tank, Leroy? Leroy, I gave you the same question. I need to find the capacity of tank A first. Then I think I cannot finish the whole exam paper, honestly. Didn't I just went through the last question? Jing Kai, please give me one step to find the height of the water level. 5/6 times 28 cm, right? Okay, you may think that, okay, it gives you a long list of decimal. You can also express it in fraction, right? Which is 23 holes and 1/3 cm, right? This is the height of the water level. Okay, right? Tank B with a base area of 770 cm square contains water to a height of 4 cm. Okay, all the water in tank A is poured into tank B, right? What is the height of the water level in tank B in the end? So just now, actually, although it's not necessary to find the height of the water level in tank A, right? Okay, just now I'm just using it as an example to retest Leroy to see if you remember how to solve it. Okay, so we want to find the volume of water transferred from A to B. Yes or no? So first thing, of course, we need to find the volume of water in tank A, right? So how do I find the volume of water in tank A, Jingjie? Okay, or what you need to do is 5/6 multiplied by the capacity of the tank, which is 22, multiplied by 18, multiplied by 28. Can you see? 5/6 multiplied by the capacity of tank A. And what does that give me, Jingjie? 9,250 cm cube. 40. Okay, so this amount of water, right, is being transferred into tank B, right? Correct? Which allows me to find out the height of water in tank B. So there's many ways of doing it, but I prefer to do it this way. 9240 divided by 770. What do I get? What's the 12. Now, this 12, what's the units for this 12? cm. So, Jack, what does this 12 cm stands for? The height of the added water, right? Correct? Yes, the height of the water level, added water. So, now, is this the final answer? No, right? Leroy, please give me the final step. 12 plus 4. So you know it's 16 cm. Okay, the diagram shows a rectangular tank with a square base. Okay, given the volume and height of the tank, explain how you will find the base area of the tank. So I think that you know how to find the base area, right? Yeah. Base area, you can do it together, equals to volume divided by height. Yes, do you all agree? Okay, we have done it. So remember, Jing Kai, it's called base area. Don't give me some other terms. What do you want? What is it that you want, Ernest? Sorry? And then, what do you say? They want it given the volume and height, right? Do you want to change it to given the volume and breadth? Can you please answer it according to the question? Okay. Now, given this, explain how will you find the length of one side of the square base. So, length equals to square root of the base area. Do you all agree? Okay, because this is a square base, that's why length equals to square root base area. Okay, Isabel? Anyone has any problems? No? If there's no problem, let's move on to the next question. Okay, Priya built a larger cuboid using small identical cuboids as shown. The volume of the larger cuboid is 80 cm cube. Find the dimensions of each smaller cuboid given that the dimensions are all whole numbers. Okay? Given that the dimensions are all whole numbers. So what does this question say is that you want to build this large cuboid. This is a large cuboid, right? Okay. And what is given is you are given all these small cuboids. The volume of the larger cuboid is 80. Find the dimensions of each smaller cuboid given that the dimensions are all whole numbers. How will you go around? How will you go about solving this question? Sorry? Ryan, say. So you will find the volume of one smaller cuboid first, right? And how to find the volume? So we must first count the number of smaller cuboids there is, right? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes. So you have the first step will be to find the volume of. No, you'll do it at home on your own. Okay. So one of them is 8 cm cube. Do you all agree? Okay. So given that one of the cuboid, okay, this is one of the smaller cuboid, okay. The volume is 8 cm cube. Okay. How will I be able to find out the dimension of each smaller cuboid? How will I be able to find out the dimension of each smaller cuboid? But some of the hints that we have is that the width, right, is 1 unit. This is 2 unit, right? Correct or wrong? How do I know this? Is because you can see here. Okay. 1, 2, and you get the entire length, right? Length equals to 2 breadth, right? Agree? So, the next thing is we need to know that, okay, the height, right? The height is actually what this is half unit, right? Okay, I'm trying to draw it out here for you to see. Okay, so the height is actually half a unit. Yeah. But it's very hard to solve using half unit, right? Correct. So I can actually change all of them by doubling it, yes or no? So instead of looking at half unit, I can change it to 1 unit, 2 unit, and 4 unit. So 1 unit, 2 unit, and 4 unit. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so from here, how can I actually solve this question? So I want you to imagine I have a cube. There's 1 unit by 1 unit by 1 unit. Correct? I've got a cube. There's 1 unit by 1 unit by 1 unit. How many of these 1 unit cubes, right, can I fit? How many of these, right, can I fit into this? Very good. So you know that this one of them is actually 1 cm cube. Yes or no? Correct? And in order to get a cube, right, that has a volume of 1 cm cube, what must the dimensions be?
1 cm.
It must definitely be 1 cm, right? 1 cm multiplied by 1 cm multiplied by 1 cm will give you 1 cm cube, right? So you know that 1 unit equals to 1 cm. Yes or no? True or false? So now I know that find the dimensions of the smaller cuboid. Very simple. I already know the answer already because I need to know what's my 2 cm, which is 2 units, and my 4 units. So the answer will be length is actually 4 cm, breadth is actually 2 cm, and of course my height is equals to 1 cm, right? And this is my answer, right? This part is my answer. Am I right or wrong? Yes, Amish? No, because I draw it out so that it's easier for you to understand. A lot of times I draw it out so that it's easier, but it'll be good. It shows your understanding, you see. Yes, Danish?
Higher volume of one of
Sorry, you're saying again?
Can you find the volume of one smaller cuboid in yeah.
It'll be very hard because your presentation may not be correct. Okay, if you do it in terms of units, right, your presentation may not be correct. Okay, try to do it this way, okay? Don't do it some other methods. Okay, I'm just afraid your presentation may be wrong. Okay, when you overly use algebra, sometimes your presentation may not be correct and you will get penalized. Anyone has any problem with this? Is it easy to understand?
Yeah.
Sky, can you understand? Okay, right? So this is just a simple drawing. Can you understand? Okay, next question. John and Paula each have a cube. The length of one edge of Paula's cube is 3 times the length. So in other words, if this is 1 unit, here is 3 units, right? Correct or wrong? Okay. How many times the volume of John's cube is Paula's cube? It's actually the same. If you treat this as 1 unit is 1 cm, and this is actually 3 cm, you'll know that this, the volume, right, is 1 multiplied by 1 multiplied by 1, which is 1 cm cube. Here the volume is 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 equals to 27 cm cube. So 27 divided by 1 equals to 27. So it's 27 times. So what does this number 27 times mean? It just means that you can fit in, right, 27 of these small cubes into this larger cube. Yes? You write 27 unit square, you're wrong. Okay, like I said, you have a very poor understanding of algebra. You use unit square is wrong. Don't use unit square because 27 is already units cube, which you do not have the knowledge yet to use it. So don't overly use algebra. Please remember, don't overly use algebra because your understanding of algebra is still very, very little at this point of time. Anyone has any problem so far? Okay, I'll stop at this question.